Everybody, I wanted to do a quick little video. This may be the last video of the year. We're heading out to Costa Rica, and I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to do one over there or not. I'll try, but in the meantime, this is Austin, and I'm in a t-shirt, and this is how we do Christmas in Austin, in a t-shirt. So I wanted to chat really quickly about one of my best deals from this year, and this is a wholesale deal that I was lucky enough to be involved in. So let me work through the numbers, and I'm doing this because I want to share with you what the opportunities are in the e-commerce space. And I know we talk a lot about FBA, but you know there is other opportunities besides FBA, and we've mentioned a few of them in our webinars, like wholesale and flipping products. So this particular deal was brought to me by a good friend of mine in a wholesale group, and basically it was back in February. These were Star Wars DVDs, the older Star Wars DVDs, one particular Blu-ray DVD, I can't remember which title it was. And so he offered to sell me the DVD at $30, and so I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that, because we knew that the movie was coming up in December, and we knew the demand was going to be pretty high for this thing, but we'd have to sit on it for a little while. So I went ahead and bought the DVD for $30. After making sales, Amazon might charge another $20. So now we're up to $50 if I sold it at $80. Okay, so the selling price, the average kind of selling price for this was about $80, as you can see, and Amazon's take on that was about $20, and I paid about $30. So what's my net profit here? Right, so it's 80 minus 50. So for each one of these, I'm going to make about $30. That's my profit. Okay. And what did I really, invest in terms of time and effort in this? Obviously, I put the money in. In terms of the effort, this was a transaction that took place by email, and a few different emails, and took less than an hour. So for that effort of less than an hour, I'm making $30 on one DVD. Now, one DVD is not something that I'm going to get excited about, so the actual volume on this deal was 500 DVDs. My actual profit is $15,000, and so that is something I'm excited about. That's a check that I want to see, actually a PayPal payment, that I just received this week. And so this is a wholesale transaction that took me less than an hour, and I invested my time and effort. I investigated the deal, I looked up the title, and did my homework. And I went ahead and bought that, and now I'm seeing the fruits of it. We were selling this quantity of 500 through another partner on Amazon, and we were seeing sales of a few selling every day. And then, of course, as we started getting closer to December, these DVDs started flying off the shelf. And I would say we probably sold more than half of them over the last 2 months, and the others took 6 months. But just doing that kind of a deal shows you the potential of the e-commerce space and how much you can do in Amazon and eBay and Rakuten and all the other channels on your own websites, etc. Now, these deals don't come every day. This is not like every wholesale I do is like this. I've had wholesale deals where I've actually lost a little bit of money because the product value has gone down, or the product price has gone down because of too much competition. But as you know, you do more of these deals, you begin to understand and know how to find the valuable gems versus the mediocre deals. And my first deal was not a $10,000 investment like this one was. My first deal was, you know, a couple of $100. So you don't need big money to get into this game. A lot of people start out with a few $100s and just go to the flea market or, you know, whatever, and go buy Walmart and go buy a product and then resell it. You need that experience before you can try to go and, you know, dump $1,000 or $10,000 into this business. You need to just take stuff that's in your house and flip it, and that's how you're going to understand the mechanics and the step-by-step processes of how this all works. So 2016 is here, almost here, and you know, I've kind of put a little teaser out there that we have some big things coming up in our group, and I think you guys are going to be really, really excited because I am planning on really big things. My goal is to make our group a very, very successful group, because I think when I've benefited so much from people training me, I want to do the same. And that's really my driving factor here, is if I can make other people successful, that's a way to pay back. And I think inherent in that is success, right? If you're successful, you're going to make deals with me and vice versa. I'm doing deals with people now who, you know, who put in the time and train me, and I'm bringing them deals and vice versa. So this is a good time to start thinking about, you know, is 2016 going to be the year that you really get your side hustle on? The 9 to 5 doesn't have to go away, but are you ready for it? Is this something that you're going to commit to? Is 2016 going to be the year that you stop talking and start actually doing what you need to do and putting in the weeknights and the weekends? And it's not for everybody. So don't mistake this as something that you're going to throw a few hours at and get it done. It was interesting. I posted my agenda. Some of you, I think, commented on it and saw that in the group. I posted my agenda to show what I do in a day, and it starts with 7 o'clock prayers, and then 11 o'clock prayers all the way at night, and everything in between our meetings and design sessions and talking to China and talking to India with my VA and talking to my freight forwarder, etc. It doesn't stop. I think I scared a few people because one of the guys made a comment about, hey, is this all it takes? Is this really the amount of hours it takes to be successful? And I said, yeah. So I think I scared him, and that's fine. I'm not trying to put down 9 to 5 people. My family have jobs, and I think that's wonderful. Being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. Not everybody wants to work every night and weekends. But if that's something that you want to get serious about, and if you're willing to work your ass off, then making a $15,000 deal, very achievable. You can do that within your first few months. And I say that because I've done it. And I'm not coming from a place where I poured tons and tons of money into this. To me, this is a side business. This is one of my businesses. I'm an investor. I have other businesses. This is not my bread and butter. This is my change money and my play money. But I'm taking it very seriously because it's becoming something very serious. It has the potential to rival my IT consulting company or my healthcare software company. It's giving the other businesses a run for their money. So I'm going to go with it. I'm spending, every waking moment with people in China, my suppliers in China, on WeChat, and with my VAs in Bangalore, India, on Skype, and that's what it takes. And if you're prepared to do that, and hopefully with a little bit of guidance that I can give you, and the deals that I'm going to bring into the group, I think this 2016 can be a turnaround and can be a awakening from a business standpoint, that you can become financially free. You can decide, that you don't need the 9 to 5, or maybe you want to keep it but build this thing on the side. And it's so easy. in the respect that so many others have done it. All the knowledge is out there. You can spend your time on the weekend and learn whatever you need to learn. The guidance really comes in from the fact that I've done it, and many others in this group have done it. So lots of exciting things coming up in 2016, and for those that step up and start participating in the group and offering their feedback and suggestions are going to be the ones that win. It's always the minority. You know, even when I was doing my training, I remember talking to my coach, it's always the 5% that step up and take advantage. That's just the nature of the busy lives that we live. And again, that's not a knock on people who don't have the time. That if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, and that's perfectly fine. But to be an entrepreneur, you got to be willing to work harder than 95% of the people out there. So 2016, we're talking about trips to China. We're talking about bringing wholesale products to the group. We're talking about rolling out a formal training program where myself and some other experts in our group and some experts outside the group are going to do one-on-one training with you and sit down and show you step by step the entire life cycle to get your business going, to get your first private label going, and just crush it, and you know, exactly like we did. We're talking about lots of opportunities where we can provide that training to you. Maybe even a first Muslim Sellers Conference. That's kind of been brought up, where we're going to offer an opportunity for you to fly in to some city, maybe Dallas, Austin, or up north, Chicago, or you know, wherever, and we'll get a group of 10 people and we'll establish a mastermind, and we'll sit down for 3-4 days and do nothing but work out exactly, you know, how things get done and share secrets and share how-tos. We'll bring in subject matter experts, maybe the folks that have trained me, you know, I'll reach out to them and bring them in. Success stories, we're going to start sharing success stories in our group. So lots of exciting things, and I'm looking for some active people in the group who are willing to hustle, who are willing to put in the time. And you will see a lot of rewards in that, you know, I will give you one-on-one training. So I'm trying to build a SEAL team right now that it really wants to take their hustle to the next level. All right, so lots to think about, but this is a good time to start planning 2016 and be serious about it and say, you know, do you really want to be an entrepreneur? Do you have what it takes? Are you willing to put in the sacrifice and then enjoy the you know, the $15,000 PayPal payments that come in? And relatively speaking, this is a small deal when you talk to others. But, you know, for me, it's one of my big deals, and I'm really proud of it. The financial freedom to be able to say, hey, you know, I'm taking my family to Costa Rica, and we're going to chill out, and we're going to have great food and meet great people and enjoy life. And I'm going to get to spend quality time with my 9-year-old son. So, you know, again, I share that not to brag, but I share that to show the possibilities of what financial freedom means for us and for me, and, you know, what we can do. We're planning this summer, when Zach is out of school, to travel. Maybe we'll go to Morocco for 2 months or 3 months, and, you know, I can offer the life experiences that I think are so important to my son and to my wife. And, you know, you have your goals. Maybe you want to help your parents out financially. You know, whatever it is, this is the time to start thinking about it. And like I said, I'm not big into making New Year resolutions, but since the occasion is here, I think you should take advantage of it. And if you haven't defined your goals yet, what the 3 or 4 things or 2 things that you want to do, you should take the time to do that. I've already defined mine, and they're very clear. This year, I wanted to hit 50K in business and with the Amazon business, and I think we're getting very close to hitting 80K. So I've upped the game. Next year, my plan is to do $1 million, and it's aggressive, but I know that I will do it based on the hard work, the connections, and everything that I'm investing into it now. I'm thinking about climbing Kilimanjaro and doing my first marathon with my son. So that's a goal. That's a personal goal that I've set. So I have personal goals and I have business goals, and they're clear to me, and that's what I'm going to work towards. And you need to do the same. You need to set your goals for 2016, whether that's attaining financial freedom or getting your side hustle on through the training that we're going to offer and all these other opportunities. but define it, claim it, and now's the time to do it. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.